Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whoever or whatever you identify as. Welcome back to the Shed of Dread. Welcome to another video. Right then, as you could probably see, I am quite a large Star Trek fan. There's some books up there, and some Enterprises, one right there. So I'm quite excited, and I mean this time I am excited to see that Strange New Worlds on the 5th of May, the day after Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you, is finally coming to fruition. Mainly because after the embarrassment of Star Trek Discovery, which is just, yeah, it will cover that in another video. The one highlight was Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike, and if it wasn't for him, he lifted the show while he was there. So before we go any further with Strange New Worlds, with the Discovery, we know what the Enterprise looks like. There'll be a picture up there. We also have been introduced to Captain Christopher Pike and number 1, or Una, who's beautifully played by Rebecca Romijn. So we know, and Spock obviously, who's played by Ethan Peck. So we know the Enterprise is there. We know that some of the bridge crew. And although the Star Trek Discovery made the biggest mistake ever by putting itself where it was, that makes sense. So, on the back of that, they've decided to make, it appears now there's going to be 2 series, and I'll touch on that in another video, of Strange New Worlds, which is going to be Captain Christopher Pike's command of the Enterprise. Now, remember by now that this, I think, is this the 2nd mission of Christopher Pike, who took over from Robert April, who was the first commander of the Enterprise. And at this particular moment in time, Christopher Pike has been in Starflight for about 20 years, so he's quite a veteran, and would therefore explain why he got the Enterprise, because he's a very experienced captain and Starfleet officer at this time. It's apparently set in 2260, and Kirk took over the Enterprise in 2265. So it's that 5-year mission. And I presume we're going to build up to there. Now, I know there's some stuff about Kirk, but that's for its own video, which will probably be on after this one. But what I'm concentrating on now is Strange New Worlds, the new Star Trek. Now, obviously, as with the Discovery, the Enterprise is going to look different. Now, I don't really have a major issue with that. The problem being is it's very difficult to separate the fact that this is before the Enterprise you saw in the original series, and obviously everything's different. But you have to understand that that series, the original series, was made in the 60s when none of the technology existed then than does now. So it's quite logical to upgrade the bridge. Awkward because of the time period they put it in, but you kind of have to let it slide and let it slide, to be fair, because if the original series of Star Trek was being made now, you can pretty much guarantee that's what the bridge of the Enterprise would look like. So we have to, so that it's artistic license, it's also a practical thing, because the Enterprise and that was different eras, different times. So I'm quite happy to let that slide. Kind of like the new Enterprise, but again, cover that in another video. Right then, what I'm going to do is run through the bridge crew we've got. There are some short videos which were released by Paramount. I will put them on here. It'll probably get potentially copyrighted, but we'll have to wait and see. If it does, then the video will be taken down and then put back up without the little videos. So, and I'll put little pictures up instead. But basically, the first one, of course, is Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, who is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love him in this role. He feels very comfortable. It's great. And as we can see, with the thing that will run after, or in fact will run up there. In fact, I'll put it up there, the little box. Hopefully it shouldn't. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If not, we'll put a picture up there instead. As you can see by the video, he is aware of how he's going to be in the future. He's aware of what is going to happen to him. There's pictures of him in his burnt face in his powered chair. So he's aware, for some unknown reason, but he's aware of what's going to happen on Talos and how that's going to play into the merging it into the original series. Because remember, the original series, the very first one, The Cage, was Pike in charge. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see if they do sort of somehow make it so it fits that. But he's aware of his future, he's aware of how he's going to end up, and will that affect any command decisions that he makes, and will they explain how he knows what's going on. But as you can see, he's very comfortable, he loves being, as he says, I really love this job. He feels very comfortable. He is the captain that was in Star Trek Discovery, which was, as I said, a breath of fresh air. Next we have up there is Ethan Peck playing Spock. Okay, there was a lot of complaints about Spock in the Star Trek Discovery, and the fact that Michael Burnham is his stepsister or adopted sister, which was just a load of bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Just forget it. But we can also see that he's been, you know, he's done the combat, he's fought, he's a bit more Vulcan, in touch with his human side. Hopefully they're going to get rid of the emotion, although it seems that there is some emotion, but it becoming a bit more Spock-like would be nice. I mean, the problem is anyone who plays Spock has a major problem, because they have the great Leonard Nimoy to play up to, and that's a difficult act to follow in anyone's books. But it'll be interesting to see how they develop Spock, especially as it appears in season 2 and onwards. He will develop his friendship with Captain Kirk, but we'll touch that on another video. Next is Una, who is also number 1, which of course was famous. Was it Majel Roddenberry? It wasn't Majel Roddenberry, she was Majel Barrett then. Okay, she played number 1 on the original show, on The Cage, on the original series, and obviously then became Christine Chapel, which will be covered in a bit. The second in command, number 1. A lot of people go, ooh, you know, number 1 because of The Next Generation. Well, if you know a lot about Star Trek, that's how she was referred to in The Cage. In fact, she didn't even have a name, it was just number 1. So there's possible. Next we have Christine Chapel, Nurse Christine Chapel, played by Jess Bush. Now, as is the way of the world nowadays, instead of just being a nurse who does stuff, who falls in love with Spock, which apparently it doesn't look like this is going to happen, he's going for somebody else, but we'll wait and see. Of course, she's not just a nurse, she's a kick-ass nurse. She's all ready for the fight and this, that and the other. So, okay, reflection of the times. We'll have to wait and see how that one particularly pans out. But, you know, Christine Nurse Chapel there. Now the next one is Christina Chong, who plays Lieutenant Commander Liana Noonan Singh. This has got a lot of people in Star Trek with their backs up, because obviously Noon Singh was Khan Noonan Singh, which was obviously Khan, the eugenics guy, and all the stuff that he did. It was greatly played. Now, I think personally, and again this is my own personal opinion, it's not me saying anything, I don't think there's going to be an issue with that name, because if you go back to the original one, Space Seed, when they first encounter Khan and his followers, they have to research who it is up on the computers, so they have no knowledge of who he actually is until they access the computer on the ship, who then tells them who he is. So if she is related to Khan, they would be completely and utterly unaware. They wouldn't have a clue at all. So it isn't the major problem that people seem to be creating out of it, because I don't see it as a problem. As I said, if we use Trek knowledge, they didn't know who Khan was until they rescued him off the Botany Bay. And even Khan didn't recognise Chekhov when he wasn't on the ship at the time. But we'll just see. So I don't see. But a lot of people go, oh, I don't see the problem, because they don't know who he is. Remember, he's way back in the past. They have no idea. So I don't see it being an issue. Unless, of course, that issue is brought up during the series. But, of course, we won't know until it starts showing on the 5th of May. Next is Celia Rose Gooding, who's going to play Cadet Noyota Uhura. Now, only recently has Uhura's first name ever been mentioned. But it's fine. I mean, everybody has a first name. It's going to be interesting because due to her clip, she's just come fresh from the academy, and she's only a cadet. And as far as I know, if I've gone back through the research I've done and what I know, she's always been on the Enterprise. She's not been on any other ships, so that would make logical sense, and it will be interesting to see how she builds up. It was nice how she came out of the turbo lift and looked at the communications centre station where she would be and spend the famous bit forever. So that again, there's like there's old members and new members, so you know it's playing it up, and I quite like it so far. Then there is Melissa Naive, who's playing Lieutenant Commander Erica Ortegs. Was it Ortez or Ortez? Ortegs? I don't know. I'm probably murdering it but in any case, and she's a new member, helmsman. Now, in reality, some people go, oh well, you know, but helmsmen change quite a lot of the times. I mean, remember that the famous helmsman of the Enterprise was Lieutenant Sulu, but Sulu originally started on the Enterprise as a botanist. He was nothing to so, and bridge crews do change in. Look at the bridge crew at the Cage and all the films. You've got different people in different positions, remembering that if it's run like a ship, there are different crews, so it's quite possible for people to swap in and out. Apparently she's an awesome cadet, she's an awesome pilot, she can fly it, so let's just wait and see. I mean, I know some people are going, oh well, you know, is it this, is it that, is it woke? I don't know, it doesn't matter, I don't know because I haven't seen it. Let's see how it plays out. Then we got, oh god, I'm really going to slaughter this gentleman's name, Babs Ursula Monk, I can't pronounce it, it's up there, and he's playing Dr. Mbenga. Now, Dr. Mbenga was on the Enterprise in the Cage. He was the ship's doctor then. So again, you've got some of the original crew who were on in the episode The Cage, and some new people. Remember the people in Starfleet swapping in and out, chip and change, could be here, could be there, could be anywhere. But that's nice because we've got that familiarity. There's also Bruce Horak, who plays Hemmer. Hemmer is the engineer on the Enterprise. His thing is he's blind, but his senses of this alien are way more, and his job is to fix stuff. Apparently his philosophy is his species believe that you're here in this timeline and you last for as long as you're useful, and you have a skill that's useful to everybody else, and his is to fix things. So we have a blind engineer. Again, people are going to go, what about Scotty? Well, Scotty didn't start on the Enterprise, so you know, and again, crews change. We'll have to wait and see, because if you look at the original series from the Cage to where No Man has gone before, there's a few people left, but the crews have completely changed. That's the way it is. It's the same in Navy, which is, remember, Star Trek is based basically on a naval thing, so it makes sense. So let's not worry about that. So there's the bridge crew. I'm running the videos, either I've run them up there because I haven't decided yet, or I'm running after this. I think, in fact, I will. I'll run the videos that all these people in that order after this video, because then if I have a problem I could just take that chunk out and lob it. So I'll have put pictures up here of the people, and that makes sense because that gives me the ability to adjust depending on copyright, because you never know, they may allow it, they may not. We'll have to wait and see. So there's the new bridge crew of the Enterprise. I'm impressed. I am genuinely impressed. The way they've used some of the original names from the original crew and some new people and put them together on the bridge. How it will work, how it will be, will it be any good? Who knows? We've been released little bits and bobs, and it looks good. But then again, Discovery looked good, but it looks like we might hopefully get some more ship shots, which the Discovery show didn't give enough of, even though that ship shouldn't have been there. But again, another thing for another video. So I'm really looking forward to this. I will be doing reviews on this channel once it launches, and I can find somewhere where I can watch it. But I'm sure the miracles of the seven seas, or even the miracle of the internet, may provide me the answer. So there you go. I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds. It's going to be potentially great, but as is with everything, if we look at Picard and we look at Discovery, trepidation and worry that it may end up like them. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping for one spark, one tiny little spark of something Trek that is new Trek. While we're talking about Picard, if you want me to, I'll watch it and give you reviews. I watched the first few episodes of the first series. I don't know. I know now they've announced that all the original crew from the Enterprise D are coming back for series 3. I think that's harking very much of desperation, a bit like when Star Trek Discovery brought the Enterprise back in, and Christopher Pike, desperation, realising that things aren't quite working, so we're going to just grab things back and put them on the screen and hope that's going to be fine. I don't know. It's a dodgy one. It's a dodgy one. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I absolutely love Star Trek. Have done since I was very little, introduced to it by my father, who also introduced me to Star Wars. Who knew? So it will be interesting to see how this goes. But that's just my thoughts. You let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. If you want to watch some more videos like this or anything else, I've done a couple of unboxing videos and all the other stuff that's on my channel, then please feel free to subscribe. And with that, and as always, and until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, gonna love you and leave you.
Welcome back and welcome aboard, everyone.
When I was a kid, I was the only one to survive. I know what it feels like to be alone.
You are
Scared. But I can't just keep running. That's just who I am.
Storm's only getting closer, Enterprise.
Transporter room to engineering. Hemmer, I'm losing them.
Try it now.
How did you?
I am a genius.
Hemmer may not be able to see, but his other senses compensate.
Compensate? They are superior. You humans waste so much life worrying about death. The Enar believe the end only comes once you have fulfilled your purpose.
So what was your purpose?
To fix what is broken.
What is this noxious paste you're applying to our skulls?
Ground sea action. Trust me, this will become Federation standard. Eventually. I am Chief Medical Officer on the flagship of Starfleet. Prejudice has kept people from helping each other for centuries.
Doctor!
Disease and suffering good. We're things of the past. I am a physician. There must be another way.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
Cadet Uhura, very happy to have you aboard.
Glad to be here.
Cadet's gotta be pretty impressive to make the cut. I hear you speak 12 languages.
37.
Wow. What's he saying?
The Universal Translator isn't processing it. Uhura, do something. That's not how linguistics works.
Starfleet would be fortunate to have an officer like you.
Who knows where I'll end up? I guess I'm still searching.
This is Nurse Chapel.
Welcome to Enterprise. Sounds like you're just the person for the job.
What job? Gonna mess with your genome. Is it safe?
Almost every time.
I thought you might need to discuss your feelings. I feel I should have seen that coming.
It's good to get back sometimes.
I applaud your performance.
Don't thank me. I know I'm good at my job.
Hi, I'm Anson Mount, and I play Captain Christopher Pike on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Pretty much every day, there's a moment where I think to myself, I'm on Star Trek.
I'm Ethan Peck, and I play Mr. Spock. Coming back to the bridge of the Enterprise is thrilling, it's daunting, it's very surreal.
I'm Rebecca Romaine, and I play Una, also known as Number One. The character was originated by Majel Barrett Roddenberry in the original pilot of the original series, and now we finally get to really flesh out this character, and she's way more complex than y'all know.
Hi, my name is Celia Rose Gooding, and I am thrilled and honored to say that I will be playing Cadet Nyota Ukura. I am so excited to be stepping into this legacy.
My name is Jess Bush, and I am delighted to announce that I will be playing Nurse Christine Chapel. I feel extremely honored.
I'm Babs Alusmoko. I will be playing Dr. Mbenga. I'm ecstatic.
Hello, my name is Bruce Horak, and I'm thrilled to announce that I will be playing the character of Hammer. I'm welling up with emotion as I say it.
My name is Christina Chong, and I play Laan Union Singh. I am super excited to become a part of this amazing, diverse universe.
My name is Melissa Navia, and I'm super excited to announce that I will be playing Lieutenant Erica Ortegas on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Feels really good to finally be able to say that.
The cast that we were able to pull together for this, it's exactly the kind of people you would have hoped you'd end up with on a high wire walk like this.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. This is you, Captain?
Our mission.
To chart the stars. Push the boundaries of what is known. And what is possible.
I'm standing on the surface of a comet.
I love this job.
These people, this crew, I believe we can do anything.
You wanted to seek out new life. Go where the aliens are.
Your presence is blasphemy.
Let's talk about this. Find some
I think that went well.
Perhaps we should kiss.
That seems logical.
Maybe we don't touch anything else. Just a suggestion.
The whole future hangs in the balance.
No one can know the future. One can only follow one's instincts.
You're the best of Starfleet. Our ability to work together, that's our greatest strength. Let's show them what you got.
All I ever wanted since I first saw the stars was to join Starfleet.
You're the best first officer in the fleet. You're an example to all of us.
As a senior officer, I don't get to be part of the crew anymore.
Oh no, that's not because you're a senior officer. It's because you terrify people.
Battle station!
Security breach at airlock 4.
Who's backup? I'm your backup.
You're fun.
Emotion is illogical. Knowledge is vital.
We have less than 1 hour before comet impact.
You do a lot of reminding people of deadlines, sir.
She does have a point, Spock.
On my world, I was forced to prove I belong. In Starfleet, I am accepted for who I am. Half human, half Vulcan. I am, quite simply, Spock.
Unauthorized trips into non-Federation space. Someone's playing fast and loose with the rules today.
You know me, the Boy Scout. I know exactly how and when my life ends.
knowledge of death is vital for effective leadership.
I can't stop seeing it. Will it make me hesitant? How will it live in me? Erica, take us closer, please.
How close do you want to get? First date or third date?
Blind date.
Proceeding with caution, sir.
We have incoming.
You know how you used to brag you're going to be the best pilot ever to graduate the academy?
What's your point, sir?
Time to prove it, Lieutenant.
Now we're talking.